On several occasions, I have talked about the relationship between South Africa and the continent moving from June 30th. And I said that the relationship has forever been dented. It got dented the minute South Africa, showed or betrayed the continent, the way they chased out, the way they told us Africans to leave their country. Some were assaulted in the process, in that process of telling them to go back home. I've said that things will never be the same again. And it was evident. This meeting that was held in Malawi, it will involve parliamentarians from African countries. It's an annual meeting that involves lawmakers from African countries. And, they got to talk about how to make parliament work better. They exchange ideas. And one Nigerian man stood in that meeting in Malawi and said that how can we be talking like we are united as a continent? How can we be talking about working together as a continent when one part of the continent is still held up in the shackles of xenophobia, is still held up in the shackles of unaliving Africans, is still held up in the shackles of chasing out Africans, when the continent has always supported South Africa? And in that moment, one South African man responded and told the Nigerian man that it is not xenophobia. It is not xenophobia. It is reinforcing immigration laws. And things got heated up and they were about to box each other. Anyway, let us watch this and then now we can come and discuss further.
He's pointing at people. He's attacking people. You are attacking. Not attacking. Why are you pointing at them? Not attacking. Why are you talk? That's what they mean. That's what he said. Don't do that. They want to be wanting to change. They know me now. They know me now.
You see what I've been talking about, the dented relationship between now South Africa and other Africans and other Africans. And something interesting is that this friction that was created, this beef that was created by South Africa, it does not discriminate. It does not choose whether people are learned or not learned. It does not choose whether people are leaders or not leaders. You'd expect that common people would beef with each other, but you see these people that are exposed, these people that are leaders now, they are beefing with each other. That tells you how deep now this friction is. And now in another instance, to show how people were offended by what South Africans did, some Nigerians were stepping on the South African flag. it was a way of getting back to them, getting back at them. No, this is illegal. This is wrong. Nigerians, I will call you out on this one. That is not right. Whatever you did, we cannot agree on that one. That was unknown. A nation's flag represents sweat, represents blood, represent identity, represent history. And stepping on a nation's flag is disrespect, is just the height of disrespect. You cannot do that. Just remember what Nelson Mandela preached. He preached Ubuntu. Nelson Mandela, just remember what Mandela fought for, independence for South Africa. Remember what he did for the continent. And he was also appreciative of the continent. So whether we are grieved about what South Africans have done to us, no, we cannot forget that. We cannot forget what this great man preached to the continent. He left the legacy of Ubuntu. Let us not forget that. It is not wrong. It is not right. I mean, Nigeria had talked about possible sanctions. That is in order. You can sanction South Africa. That you can. You had also written to the AU to complain about how your citizens were treated. But stepping on a nation's flag is, let us respect the people that fought for the independence of South Africa. Anyway, let me know what you have to say in the comments section. My name is Wangari Njuguna, and thank you for watching. Kindly subscribe to my channel. Also, remember to leave your comments. Engage me. I'd love to know your opinion about this. I'll see you in the next one. Kwaheri.